Okay, we're doing now the second part of this video. We're in what used to be the Iron Horse Museum, which is now moved to the new building.
That's right.
But this is still a railroad museum over here. And I'm with Ken Ervin. And
well, we've got information about Zazu Pitts.
Silent screen television actress.
And William Coleman, here he is.
Well, now Zazu Pitts, was she from here? Is she from this area?
Oh, yeah, Zazu Pitts.
That's why you're interested in her, because she's from here.
Her mother moved to Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was in silent movies.
Okay, and then you say this here is...
And there's Mr. Coleman.
Oh, okay. Of the Coleman Theater?
A Coleman, yeah. And until a few years ago, the little mantles, they still made them in Mound Valley, Kansas.
He's working on something there. Then you were gonna tell me something about this shoe.
Here's Buck Clayton, and Claude Ryan built the airplane, the Spirit of St. Louis, and he was a friend of my dad.
Oh, okay.
And they used to take motorcycle engines and make a stand on a tree and then put a propeller on it, and my dad would get behind the tree and they would adjust the carburetor to get the speed up on the motorcycle, and then they'd put it in an airplane.
So my parents went to San Diego from, my mom worked at the Katy Hospital. My dad worked for a man here in town cutting wheels down from big wheels to the smaller, more popular 16-inch wheels. And in 1940, they got married and moved to San Diego, and they worked at Ryan Aircraft.
Is that right?
For all during the war. Yeah. Now, you were telling me about this shoe. What were you going to tell me about this shoe here?
Well, Robert Wadlow shoe, and the reason we got that shoe is size 27, and here's here I got a better picture of him.
37-inch shoe. Oh, here's a nice model here somebody made. Yeah, okay. Well,
here's Robert
Pershing Wadlow.
Yeah, and this picture here is taken, and there's Piper's jewelry store right there, and he came to town because this a shoe store made his shoes, and they let school out, and when this picture was taken, I was in the 8th grade, and I went down there, all the kids.
Shoe size 37 inches long, AA. Yeah. And the people, they all come out they quit school and come out from school for the day to see this guy's foot.
Yeah, and see how tall he is? And he went all over the country. They drove him around in a 1937 Plymouth, and the Plymouth had it where they could take the center post out, and he'd sit in the back seat and his feet would be in the front seat.
Of course. Well, I guess was he 8 foot tall or just 7 something?
Oh yeah.
I wonder how tall he was. Huh. No, it doesn't say exactly.
It's the Smith Shoe Store.
But a size 37-inch long AA.
Yeah.
It's narrow foot for
the tallest man in the world.
Gentleman giant in the world.
And his family, the rest of the brothers and sisters, were just normal size. Here's a story I made on the Interurban.
Interurban and trolley.
Yeah, the history of the interurban trolley, it went from Parsons to Nowata, and it had all these stops. And now out at Fern, Kansas, I've got a sign that tells about the interurban where it comes into Parsons. And you know, they used to all have freight cars. They'd go right down the middle of West Main.
Okay.
And
Freight cars.
so today, this is what Fern looks like. And I made some signs I got out of Fern. And you could, I used to ride this from Parsons to Fern and get off because I had a cousin that lived right across from the station.
The Safety Cab Company.
Yeah. In 1912. And they would stop and pick up milk and stop and pick up passengers anywhere. All you got to do is flag them down.
I had an Uncle Ray who was a cab driver in Parsons. Back in, 39.
So you'd ride for 1 1/4 cent per mile.
There you go.
Let me turn the light on in this room. I got to get in the closet to do that. I got this here bell, and I fixed it up so kids could ring it. I need to charge this battery. But we got this here from a guy up north of Erie, and
Is that called
he donated it.
call that a Buddha car, don't you? That's a track service car.
Motor car off the Frisco.
Several like that over at the
And they all had a Fairmont engine in them.
a Paramount, huh? Oh, Fairmont. There it is. Okay.
Oh, let me tell you a story about this guy. This John Ellis, that's him sitting there when he was 2 years old on the front of number 2 Katy. Well, they had a class reunion, and they had about 500 people come, golden anniversary over 50 years. And he came, and I met him. And I hear from him all the time.
Okay.
He lives in Texas. And when he was 2, he lived down on Appleton, right off of 21st Street.
And then what's this lower picture here?
Yeah.
That the
And here's the whistle that used to be up at by the roundhouse at the powerhouse that they'd blow every morning and noon and every night. And Imogene Booker Coates lives in Springfield, and she was in my class, and her dad is the one that used to blow that whistle.
And how did that function? How'd that whistle work?
Steam. The bottom, it had steam come up through it.
That's what I was suspecting, something like that. And how did they have, just hook it up to a steam engine that was going somewhere else? Is it part of the,
pull the thing and
let the steam run through there and make a
he
noise?
said if the wind was right, you could hear the whistle blow in Altamont, Kansas, 10 miles.
Well, they tell me that back in the mining days and when the trains were big around here running all the time, that these towns ran on whistles.
Yeah.
The whistles would tell them when to start work, stop work, lunch, everything.
They still, to back up, they whistle it 3 times.
Oh, for reverse
Yeah.
on a train.
Yeah.
Okay. Three blows on the whistle means you're backing up.
Well, let's see. We'll go over to the other building.
Well, we didn't get that front room in here, the entry. I want to take a walk through here and just show a picture of what we got here, and I'll go back towards the door. Plenty to see and plenty to learn in here. Where was the guy that did the Harley Davidson? Ken? You had a man that made his first motorcycle here in Parsons?
Just a minute. I can't hear you. Sorry.
That's all right. This man, Walter Davidson. Walter Davidson. He made a motorcycle here in Parsons.
Yeah.
Before he went and started making Harley Davidsons.
That's right. He worked in the back shops and made the very first engine. And then his daughter came here one time, and we had a meeting, and she brought this stuff I got back here on this shelf.
Oh, okay. These are little replicas. This here?
Yeah,
very
that's
nice.
a Harley Davidson.
That's very
nice. Replica.
Very nice. Yeah, I was interested in that story when you told me last time. That's amazing that really, of course, Harley Davidsons weren't made here, but the very first motorcycle, the man that created that company, he started right here in Parsons.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrific. All right, I'm going to shut this down and we'll start again over at the other building.
Yeah, we're going over in the new Iron Horse building.
Good enough.